Welcome back to the reality, guys. I am your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co host, Brian.
Hello.
We're here for the Traitors Season 1 reunion special. As Andy Cohen had to get kind of put into character and in the verse, I had to do that for myself. We're back. I really missed the Traitors. Brian and I, we did a full Season 1 review. Check it out here in our Traitors playlist. Really excited off the bat to talk that there is a season 2. We had put that out on our TikTok before, but confirmed. Really also love the support behind it. Getting Andy Cohen to do your reunion show definitely shows a lot of confidence and a lot of like putting production value and weight behind it. So I do think the Traitors is going to be a long running franchise for Peacock.
I totally agree. I mean, the only thing I just wish they would change for next season is don't do a huge drop. Let's do like weekly. I think that show it will build a lot better when you can have like the suspense and like you can speculate.
It's a water cooler show, bro.
Yeah,
It's a
I
great
agree,
water
man.
cooler show.
I didn't talk. We didn't talk to anybody that didn't like it. So I think it's on the up, especially like you said, if you're getting Andy, it's big. I think it's gonna land.
And I think they were filming season 2. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
that's why
yeah.
he was doing the reunion.
That's so
So,
cool. It's exciting, man.
oh no, I agree. I also yeah, no, I think overall, like, I think they did a pretty good job with it. It was short. Like you said, the only kind of maybe downside with the Andy Cohen part is that it was maybe held a little bit too much like a Housewives reunion. And
Yeah,
what I mean by that is that, like, they ask these questions based off like these long-standing relationships and feuds, and these housewives, like, they film over months. They filmed over like 12, 14 days here.
hmm
And so, like, Brian pointed out to me pre-show, it's like the questions Andy were asking was a little bit more like, well, you're not sorry about doing that? Like, you don't think, especially, we can kind of talk about like Suri, like, a lot of the conversation was about her and like, do you feel bad you screwed people over? And she just kept going back to being like, I was the traitor from the beginning. I didn't
right,
decide halfway through to become like an a-hole. Like,
exactly.
my job was to be an a-hole, and so I did it well. And honestly, because she did it well, it set up the ending we got, which honestly set us up to keep getting the show.
I totally agree with you. Like I understand that like Andy and like Quentin were upset, but it's just
Screw Quentin.
eh, it's a show. Like you got this is it's a game show for money. I mean, I it's you got to separate. And I think when we were doing we didn't do a review for this, but the challenge reunion, they Jordan said it best. Like you need to separate yourself from the game and your personal relationships. She's doing what she has to do to win, or she's going to be eliminated. It's anybody else would have done the exact same thing. I don't want to hear that Andy's like, oh, I would have done it differently. That's BS. Total BS.
It's like, Quentin, they literally noted that you were the guy that got the most guesses wrong on the
Right.
season. So, like, I don't want to hear like how upset you are that you and you mentioned my children, you stabbed me in the front. It's like, all right, dude. Like, she even like was like, are you actually this bad? Like, I think she even got caught off guard in that respect. She's like, I thought you guys were over this by now. Like, yeah, I liked it. You brought up a good point about the Ari stuff, Brian. I want to bring that up.
Yeah. So, another thing, just because let me before I get to the R thing, I think I was going to say this real quick. It's funny that the two people that are most upset were people that were not on previous TV shows. And
Uh-huh.
because you could see how like all the other everybody else that was on a show weren't being offended by the way things how the season progressed and like how the outcome was. And I think that's why I want to bring up this Ari thing that I brought up to you pre-show. Like I don't remember what the girl's name is, but I thought this was a cool aspect by mixing like average Joes and like they're not pros, but professional reality people. And she hated Ari watching his season, and then when he gets on the show with him, she likes him. So I mean, I think that's also a cool aspect. Like you can like you have a perception of somebody you see on TV, and that's not how they are.
Yeah, she's like, I've been a part of Bachelor Nation for 15 years and
Yeah,
I hated you. But now
I
you're like
love
one of
that.
the
I thought it was
nicest
awesome.
men I've ever met. Makes
Yeah,
me think of like our Juan Pablo season when we watched
yeah,
Juan
man. I
Pablo. We
just
would
thought it
love
was
Juan
cool.
Pablo in person.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. I just like that little bridge because like that girl, I'm really sorry I keep forgetting her name, but she's like us. Like if we were on the show, like if we were on a season with like what if we were on a season with Matt James, not Matt James, we didn't hate Clayton, and like he actually is cool. Like
Yeah.
we trashed him, but like he's actually not bad. I'm sure he's not a bad person, but like
But
we're
like
just reacting to what we see, and that's how she drew a perception of him.
like
And
Fessy.
yeah, well, I don't think we'd like Fessy, but
Nah, I was kidding.
yeah,
I'm
he's too
sorry.
full of himself.
Josh.
Yeah, all right. Big, it's
you're
exclude
like,
Big Brother people.
you're destroying my theory.
Yeah,
A lot of babies, Brian. Everyone was pregnant or just had a baby. So congrats to everyone for the sex and your
yeah.
wonderful children. Sounds like everyone's doing well. So wanted to throw that out there. Also, congratulations to Christian, the worst trader ever, and Geraldine. No one could spell Geraldine, but it's like the very normal way to spell
Not a
Geraldine.
hard
It's
spelling. I
Gerald
can't
and
believe I messed it
Ean. There
up.
was when they did it, I was like, where's the weird spelling?
Yeah. Right. I
It
didn't
was
think
like
of
a
it.
housewives thing. I swear to
Yeah.
God. I was like, what the hell is happening right now?
Yeah, he's a
Uh
weirdo.
I said overall, so really main thing, season 2 coming, Bry. Also on Peacock, there are like a lot of other there have you can see Australia apparently. I know people have been
Mhm.
messaging me about watching the UK one, so we will pay attention to when the newest season of UK comes out. If it is a current season, Brian and I will try to find a way to watch it because we're,
Yeah.
we do that. But if they release it differently than we do, then like I'm jealous and we need to figure that out ASAP for season 2. Even if let's just do like we just did Netflix, we just did Perfect Match. Check that review out as well.
Mhm.
Really good show. But they did 3 weeks of 4 episodes, right? Like
Right.
I'd even take that for traders. I think
Yeah,
that
I just think they need to leave things so we can like stew on it and speculate. I just think dropping it all, like it loses its luster. Especially on like when we do these reviews, like we know the outcome. I like going into some of these shows where we can speculate on things.
yeah, and it does set it up differently because it makes it interesting for us for making content. Like, do we if we watch it all in one day, do we make a video for every episode like
Right.
we did for that? But like, are people going to be stopping and watching reviews
Right.
of every episode? So
Exactly.
it's an interesting thing for us. So let us know there in the comments too. Like, if you guys honestly were watching all the episodes and you want to have some more like episode by episode breakdowns in the future, let us know. And, we'll make it work one way or another. So either way, traders will definitely be showing up very high, Brian, in our March Madness TikTok and YouTube tournament. Brian and I will be ranking all of the shows that we watched this season, or at least up to 64 shows. We should be pretty close. And we will maybe like 32, even whatever. And we'll be putting out the matchups on TikTok. Brian will put our rankings and we'll probably throw it out on TikTok for like voting and things like that. You can do poll options and maybe
Hmm.
we'll do some guest judges for some random matchups and let them make the pick. And we'll just make fun with it and end up seeing who was the first inaugural Reality Guys March Madness champion. And we'll try to like find something to send to the winner. Kind of
Yeah.
fun, like a little ribbon or
Oh, a
something,
little hoodie.
a mug with a little
Yeah.
ribbon in it. But yeah, check out all of our other reviews. We have things like The Bachelor, Below Deck. We have all the TLC shows, MILF Matter, 98 Fiance, Married at First Sight. The Survivor 44 premiere will be airing if you're watching this Tuesday night. It will be tomorrow, Wednesday, if you're watching this Wednesday morning tonight on CBS. So check out our review of that. Also, the challenge comes back next week for the global championships or world championships, whatever. We'll find some way to cover that as well. Check out our TikTok for Love Island reviews, our reality TV clips, and also reality TV news. And we'll get a bunch of stuff out there. Some interviews coming as well. Check out. We have some good. They're called Reality Guys Conversations, but we have a really juicy one coming up at the end of this week. For myself and Brian, until we go back to Scotland. Thank you. Peace.